happy Tuesday. We're so excited to be starting off your evening. I'm Walker Farmer.
And I'm Caden Williams. You're watching NewsWatch Ole Miss.
We have a packed show for you today, starting off an interesting story on why Mississippi is suing TikTok.
And later on, an interview with this year's Miss University winner. You don't want to miss it.
Well, Caden, you can really feel the fall weather kicking into full gear.
That's right, Walker. It's been the perfect temperature outside. Not too hot, but not too cold yet.
Yeah, let's check in with weather anchor Veronica Flores with our current temperatures. Veronica?
Yes, right now we are enjoying some amazing weather. I don't know about you guys, but temperatures of around 77 degrees, that's ideal for me as we get deeper and deeper into fall. This is the weather I've been looking forward to. We've had a slight breeze, but the sun is still out, so it's not gloomy or anything. And later in the night, we're expected to dip into the 50s, but I'll have a more in-depth report later in the show. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Veronica. Art in the Archives combines the process of making art with the comforting environment of the Special Collection Archives on campus.
I actually got to go to the event, and here's what I found.
Art in the Archives took place in the J.D. Williams Library last Friday. The Faulkner Room was home to the art lesson, where people who registered learned how to make a monoprint. Assistant Professor of Art Printmaking, Kalina Stasiak, told me how this event came about.
I just started teaching here in August of last year, and I was teaching a book arts class. And I wanted the students to do something with the Special Collections Library, so I reached out. They mentioned that they were doing this exhibition on the history of the book. And this just came up because Jeannie thought of me to have some sort of thing that would activate the exhibition and promote it.
Monoprinting is a form of printmaking where the artist only makes one copy of a print. Stasiak says that the process of monoprinting is quite simple and relatively cheap.
The material we're using is a jelly plate, which is a really cheap, accessible product that you can buy on Amazon. Just using craft paint and rolling it out and creating interesting textures and painterly techniques.
The people who registered for Art in the Archives did so for different reasons. Some wanted to enjoy their lunch break. Others saw this as a way to spend time with their friends.
Ashley here, right here. She's an artist, and so she's always doing arts. Related things in our office, and so I wanted to bond with her.
Others signed up to try something new.
Lately I haven't been finding a lot of time to pursue any hobby, so I felt like this was a way to, take a break, take a breather, and just be in the moment.
Although this is the last lesson of the Special Collections Library, Stasiak says that the art building will host a steamroller printing event on November 15th. From the J.D. Williams Library, this has been Caden Williams, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Mississippi is one of 14 states suing TikTok, accusing the social media app of being harmful and addictive for children. The states are seeking financial penalties against the platform and damages for users harmed. The lawsuits claim TikTok violates consumer protection laws and contributes to a teen mental health crisis. As of now, TikTok denies the allegations.
The University of Mississippi Wind Ensemble will begin its 2024-2025 concert season on Thursday, October 10th, with a 7:30 performance at the Gertrude C. Ford Center. The concert begins with Ron Nelson's Rocky Point Holiday and closes with one of John Philip Sousa's famous marches, Hands Across the Sea. This performance celebrates the 125th anniversary of the Sousa piece, which was published in 1899. The event is free and open to the public. For assistance related to a disability or more details about events, contact the Department of Music at 662-915-7268.
The Mississippi AI Institute is helping train regional K-12 teachers in the use and challenges of artificial intelligence in the classroom. The effort started to advise Ole Miss writing faculty on AI use, but has since expanded. The Institute has trained more than 90 faculty members on campus. The workshop involved conversing with AI avatar and generating original songs, as well as creating lesson plans and reading lists based on student interests, and debate the ethical challenges created by the technology. According to a poll conducted by the Pew Research Center, 25% of American teachers say that AI does more harm than good, highlighting the need for AI literacy training for educators. The Institute is scheduled to host another full-day workshop for the Collierville, Tennessee School District on November 5th. Everyone loves the Grove on game day, but what makes it so special?
NewsWatch reporter Maddie Morris asked people what their favorite Grove traditions are.
Ole Miss home football games are back, which means students are also enjoying their favorite Grove traditions. I think my favorite tradition of the Grove is just the community, and then the way that people invite you into their tents like spontaneously, and the way that strangers become friends in the Grove.
Ole Miss football brings a spirited community together, whether it's through food, friends, or tailgate tents.
I love seeing how people decorate their tents and how some people even put chandeliers in their tents.
And the game day grandeur doesn't stop with the tents. Fans love dressing the part too.
Okay, so my favorite Grove tradition is definitely dressing up with everyone and seeing what everyone wears. And the Walk of Champions, I love.
Watching the Walk of Champions for the fashion, the team, and of course, Juice.
Tradition is the Walk of Champions. I really like to see Juice, the dog, and I like to see all of the football players walk through. And I also like whenever the cheerleaders cheer for them too.
Traditions even start the day before.
My favorite Grove tradition is Trash Can Friday and how excited everyone gets when they come to campus on Friday and seeing all the trash cans and knowing there's about to be a fun game the next day.
Ole Miss wouldn't be the same without the Grove, and the Grove wouldn't be the same without these timeless traditions. Hotty toddy.
I have an update on the upcoming presidential election.
Plus, hear from the new Miss University of Mississippi. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
I would tell all the hotties, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to open up. It's okay to be honest about how you're feeling. But the people who are meant to listen, they'll be with you for life. And those are the people you need to care about. Those are the people you need to open up to. Those are the people that you need to allow to open up to you. We love each other, hotties, so definitely keep reaching out to your friends and check on each other and love on each other, because that's what we about. Love.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place. And if I stay too long, I'd probably break down and cry. Oh, sweet child of mine.
Since 2000, speeding has killed a classroom of our children. Shame on you.
Sweet love of mine.
You can never control the consequences if you speed.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. More than 20,000 Mississippians have been sent in their ballot for the November general election.
In fact, the Mississippi Secretary of State's office has said just over 23,000 absentee ballots have been received. The statewide election management system reported a total of 38,875 absentee ballots that have been requested.
Mississippi residents who have requested an absentee ballot can track their ballot by using My Election Day Tracker. If you're still looking to cast your absentee ballot, it's not too late to do so.
The last day for in-person absentee voting is Saturday, November 2nd, and all mail-in absentee ballots must be postmarked by November 5th.
Well, now shifting back into local news, NewsWatch anchor Alexia Andrashik got to talk with the new Miss University of Mississippi.
Yes, and she happens to be one of our very own weather anchors. Let's take a look.
Hello and welcome back to another 4 Good Minutes. My name is Alexia Anderchek, and today I am joined by our newly crowned Miss University, Mackenzie Cox. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. Well, I'm a junior here at the university studying integrated marketing communications and public policy leadership. I love Ole Miss. This place has welcomed me with open arms, and it's truly an honor to represent the place that feels like home.
I am so excited for you. What an amazing opportunity. Can you tell us a little bit about what your year is going to look like, what your plans for being Miss University include?
Absolutely. I know that I really want to be involved on campus. It's something that I want to jump into and really embrace the heart of service that this organization has. So throughout the year, I'll be talking a lot about issues that are close to my heart, and then of course getting ready to compete for Miss Mississippi.
That is so exciting. Can you tell us a little bit about what competing at Miss Mississippi includes?
Sure thing. Well, this is my first time too, so we're in this together. But it's an opportunity in June to compete for scholarship dollars, to talk about community service, and to represent ultimately this state. So I'll be preparing, doing appearances in the community here, and then getting ready to represent.
That is so exciting. I know a huge part of the Miss America system is the talent portion of competition. Can you tell us what your talent is?
Yeah, so my first 2 years at Ole Miss, I was actually part of the choir here. I grew up, I love singing, so I was able to perform a song that I really love called A Piece of Sky that I felt like represented my journey at Ole Miss and the opportunities that I've had here.
That is so wonderful. So what is your platform? What service are you working towards this year?
My platform is called Sharing Food, Sharing Hope, and it's about improving and engaging with our food system here in Mississippi. So Mississippi has a high rate of food insecurity, higher than the national average, and so I want to tackle that by, of course, providing resources, but also looking at our policy landscape. That's something that I care deeply about. How can we change policy, especially as students, to improve the outcomes that we see here in Mississippi?
That is so wonderful. Sounds like you really have a great plan and great, service to be working towards. So what do you want your ultimate legacy to be leaving as Miss University?
I really want to impact the student culture. I know that I want to make sure I'm a visible figure on campus, but there are so many students at Ole Miss just doing incredible work. And so if there's any opportunity that I have to amplify that, then I feel that it would be a success.
That is so wonderful. And what, if you could pick one thing of this whole year, what are you most looking forward to?
Gosh, well, aside from, of course, going to Vicksburg and competing for Miss Mississippi, I'm really looking forward to the appearances that we have involving athletics. I'm a huge Ole Miss sports fan, as I know so many of our students are, so being able to be part of that and just represent the Ole Miss Rebels is exciting.
That is so exciting. And thinking back to that night competing, I know you probably working so hard for this competition to earn this title. What did it feel like hearing your name called as the winner?
Truthfully, it was so surreal. I've attended the pageant every year that I've been a student here, and so after so many years of being in the audience, to be on stage was just so exciting, like a dream come true. The contestants were all so incredible. They all have community service initiatives that they're passionate about. They're so talented and smart, so just to be among them was incredible.
And what do you think ultimately set you apart from those other contestants?
Gosh, like I said, they're so incredible. Truly, I think, anytime that you're in front of a panel of judges, you just have to try to share your heart and your story, and so I'm thankful that what I had to say resonated with them.
That is just so wonderful. And of course, we all know Mackenzie is a part of our NewsWatch family.
5 to 5.
We're so proud of you, and we're so honored to get to talk to you today.
Y'all are the best.
Well, thank you for tuning in for this segment of 4 Good Minutes, and back to y'all at the desk.
Thank you, Alexia and Mackenzie. Speaking of our weather anchors, Veronica, could you tell us a little bit about tonight's conditions?
Yeah, I got you. So as we get deeper into fall, we're definitely feeling that cool down. That's for sure. We're going to have a temperature of around 55 degrees. It's going to be mostly clear, but if you're going out tonight, I'd pack that jacket because it's going to be a little chilly out there. But I'll have a more in-depth report after the break.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Nobody likes to be stopped by the police, but if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, it just might have saved her life.
Are you looking for more in this world? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the bold, those driven by purpose. We are the Peace Corps, volunteers, partners, communities in more than 60 countries, bringing our experience, joy, and passion to building a better world together. Are you ready to serve boldly, to go the distance to make a difference? Then we have a place where you belong. Join us.
We are for places of awe and wonder. For monuments and stories that bind us together. We are the National Park Foundation, and with your support, we protect our country's most treasured places. For today and for always. Support today at nationalparks.org.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy told him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. I'm here with Stormwatch. My name is Veronica Flores. So as most of you know, we are in the thick of hurricane season. As you can see, this hurricane is headed up into Florida right now. We're seeing a very intense back-to-back storms that are coming right now. Last week we talked about some of those storms that were forming, and Hurricane Milton is one that's going to be hitting Florida pretty intensely during hurricane season. We want to be looking out for everything that's going to be going on, the storms that are going to be hitting our areas. So make sure you're checking your local weather outlets, and at NewsWatch, our heart goes out to those being affected by this storm. Please stay safe, y'all. And okay, so let's get into today's current conditions. So right now we're looking at a temperature of around 77 degrees. Like I said, it's really nice outside today. I've definitely been enjoying that weather. We've had a little bit of clouds, but the sun is around and a light breeze. Just such good fall weather, and we've seen similar temperatures like that in northern Mississippi. You can see in Oxford we have a high of 82 today, and South Haven is 77. So we're just a nice chill breeze. We're in the 70s and low 80s. And then for tonight's forecast, as you can see, like I said, we're going to dip a little bit. So we're going to be seeing a temperature of around 55 degrees. It's going to be mostly clear, but it's going to be a little chilly. So like I said, if you're going out, I would pack something to keep you warm so that you're not freezing out there or anything. And just being up to date on that. For tomorrow, the sun is staying around. We're going to have good weather again. We're looking at a high of 77 degrees and very minimal breeze and no rain, but that sun is going to stay out. And we're seeing very similar temperatures in all of northern Mississippi, with Oxford being 77 and South Haven being our hot spot. But it's looking pretty good out there, I'd say. Here is our radar, our map in Oxford. We're really clear. During this hurricane season, we're not being really affected right now. And so you can see we're looking at some clear weather, good weather. We're out here enjoying it a lot. And for our 5-day forecast, we're looking at high 70s earlier tomorrow. And then later in the week, we're going to be in the 80s. But the sun is staying out. It's going to be really good temperatures. And the lowest it gets is to 54 in the night. But I think we're going to have a good weekend and a good week with the sun staying out for sure.
Thank you, Veronica, and good to hear that the weather will be good this weekend, especially for those traveling to Baton Rouge to watch Ole Miss play LSU on Saturday. But speaking of Ole Miss sports, Claire, what do you have for us?
Yeah, so coming up, the men's golf team is going strong in their tournament. Check back in after the break to hear more about which players are leading the team. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
We are rebels. For more than 160 years, we've been accomplishing the impossible, from conducting the world's first lung transplant to helping prove Einstein was right. From preserving the past to saving the future. We are Mississippi's flagship university, a place where passion and learning unite, where friends become family, where small-town charm meets world-class innovation. We are the University of Mississippi. We are Ole Miss.
Another teenager, victim to fake pills. That smells like big crime that needs to be stopped. Before buying pills online, think about this. Should buying prescription pills be this easy?
Yeah, bro, I'm picking up. Same guy. I bet. Got you 5.
Think these pills are tested and safe? Think they're the same ones you get from a doctor? You know they're not. Did you know that fake prescription pills may contain fentanyl? And an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal. Listen. Before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org and go for real.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back. I'm Claire Ulmer with Sports Watch. Well, as we know, the Rebs got their first SEC win against South Carolina this past Saturday with their obvious good offense but their powerful defense. Quarterback Jackson Dark talked after the game to reporters about the amazing performance for the defense in Columbia.
Honestly, I haven't had a defense like this in my college career. So it takes a lot of stress off of our shoulders when we feel like we don't have to score every single drive to win. I think we need to start feeling like that a little bit more so we can put more points up. But at the same time, when you can come off the field and you have all the confidence, regardless of where you give the ball to your defense, that they're going to find a way to come out with a stop. And I think they're the prime example of bend but don't break. So, like I've said it from the get-go, like it's tough to go against them in practice. So I know it's got to be hard for everybody else to go against them as well.
Now on to golf. The men's golf team dominated day one at the Hamptons Intercollegiate Tournament. Scoring conditions were not ideal, but the Rebels prevailed with Michael Sasalo taking an early lead shooting 68 and Cameron Tankersley following nearby shooting 71 to end the first day. Kai Meeks was also steady shooting even par at 72. Round 2 will resume Tuesday morning at 8:10 a.m. and the Rebels will take on to round 3 in the Empire State. And speaking of a big conference win, the Ole Miss volleyball team got a huge win against LSU this past Sunday. Sports reporter Kaylin Salas was there to catch the big win. Let's take a look.
It was a stellar game for the women's volleyball team at the Gillum Center this Sunday. Winning by one set, they took LSU head-on and played their hearts out. Winning 3-1, they had a total of 59 kills and 40 total attempts. The first and second set, they won 25-20. The third lost 25-21, but won the last and final set with the winning score of 25-19. One standout player of the game includes Nia Washington with a total of 28 kills and 57 total attempts. She stayed on top, pushing to her fullest potential, and she plans to keep this streak up throughout the rest of the season by doing a few things.
Just keeping my head on my shoulders and staying grounded. Also just trusting in our process and our training. We're prepared. We're ready to go every time. So just that.
Another amazing player leading in blocks for the team is Sasha Ratliff. Having a total of 429 blocks for her career, she kept it up for this game with 4 total blocks and 6 kills. Now being the leader in rally scoring era for the Lady Rebs, she has been pushing to get to this point.
Honestly, I just trusted everything that my coaches have told me. And even if it's not there, I trust everyone behind me to get the ball, but it's just an extra precaution and makes me more confident, allows me to go get it.
While this was a stellar game with some standout players, there was also a great cause being made aware of: mental health awareness. As everyone came out and wore green with the girls wearing green ribbons, it was shown how much mental health matters and how to always be aware and supportive of everyone. And many fans in the crowd with lots of support throughout the community, the Lady Rebs pushed and made it known that they will be the top after also beating Tennessee this Friday night. Even Coach Bree Henry was proud of the turnout and happy that the Oxford community came out to support the girls.
Earning the respect of Oxford, and our crowd is becoming such big fans of us, and they're waiting outside to come into our games, and it just lifts our spirits, and we want to play so well for them. So yes, but it's just so awesome to have their encouragement behind us.
Another great win today for the Lady Rebs. Make sure to keep coming out and supporting them throughout the rest of the season. At the Gillum Center, I'm Caitlin Salas, and you're watching NewsWatch Ole Miss.
The team is set to take on Texas A&M at home tomorrow at 6:30.
Well, that's all I have for sports, so be sure to follow us on Rebel_Watch for the latest sport updates. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back after the break.
Body to body, funky to funky, we know how to rock your party.
This is Michael. Today he is going to hit his girlfriend so hard, she ends up with permanent brain damage.
Funky to funky. Like you. One more, once and ever, with a man like
you. 3 dead in this vehicle. The girl is critical. They say the guy without the seatbelt did the damage.
No seatbelt, no excuse. From the Road Safety Authority.
Young Tommy is smoking a cigarette, creating his own smog cloud. Tommy's up to bat. Tommy smokes because he thinks it makes him look grown up. But watch what smoking does for him. That coughing is one thing. It keeps him from playing his best. You're out! Don't smoke. It doesn't make you grown up. It makes you a loser.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing that keeps us focused. A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game, to drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health? Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Well, it's really feeling like fall in Oxford tonight.
Yes, I'm so glad because I love fall. Let's take a look at Ole Miss students' fall favorites with NewsWatch reporter Leslie Lackman.
The weather is getting cooler and the leaves are turning colors. We asked the students of Ole Miss what their favorite part of fall was.
Trees changing colors and pumpkin pie.
My favorite part of fall is seeing the leaves and the trees and the colors change. I absolutely love it. It's so scenic and beautiful.
The leaves falling and being able to wear sweaters every day.
Cool air and Thanksgiving. I like the leaves.
When all the trees start changing colors.
It's definitely the cold weather.
It's less books. Change of weather and football.
Leaves changing and the pumpkin flavored stuff.
All the leaves and the seasons change because I don't get it back home.
I like Halloween, dressing up and stuff.
Leaves falling and just the weather.
The changing colors of the leaves.
There's less bugs and it's really pretty with all the leaves on the ground.
I think it's mostly the weather. The fall semester, during the fall season, the weather is awesome.
Get your pumpkins out and your costumes ready because fall is right around the corner.
Well, what are y'all's favorite things about fall? For me, I would just have to say, it means it's football season, which, Ole Miss fan, we all love that.
Yeah, for me, I'd say I love the weather. I know I do the weather here, but I love the weather. I love it when it cools down because then you can have some nice fashion, throw on a sweater. I love the weather personally. What about you guys?
My favorite part about fall is, the Halloween season where it's just around the corner, and my favorite thing to do is just watch a bunch of horror movies, run marathons,
I have to say I love the special drinks and the food. It just sets the tone for the season and I love it.
For sure.
For sure, yeah, it's awesome. Well, that's all we have tonight. Tune in tomorrow. I'm Walker Farmer.
And I'm Caden Williams with your latest news.
I'm Claire Ulmer with Sports Watch.
And with Stormwatch, I'm Veronica Flores.
Be sure to keep up with us on our socials and tune in tomorrow at 5. NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live and keep it local.